That is why he is the most hated man.
That is why he is the most hated. Doesn't it suck when you catch a 30-day ban right before a show and you want to promote the show?
And you're like, yeah, I probably deserve it.
That's why I've got multiple accounts.
I'm not doing, dude. When it comes to time, I'm jumping off in that Snapper chat or Instagram or whatever these kids are doing.
Well, I love Instagrams.
I know.
I'm heavy in the gram.
Yep. Well, gram will only get you 5, right?
Well, a gram might get you fried.
That's what I'm talking. All right, once again, Barefoot Ronnie over in the spectator side. Brad Barons over here in the tower side. And, well, coming up behind him, if you remember Dan Sykes, you remember him? He used to do a lot of NMCA stuff out of St. Louis.
Yeah, I do know.
That look eerily familiar?
It does.
That car is set for 4 or 5 years. And, well, it is back alive. It's not Dan. It's now formally has a residence in the state of Florida, I think. But a big, huge heifer hanging out of it and having a little bit of fun. And I love it when old cool cars like that, you know, were great cars.
Oh, man.
And, you know, just the probe itself comes out. And it was funny. He put that thing for sale a couple of years ago. And I was like, dude, that'd make a great MPK car, the Street Outlaws. And look where we're at. 085. Oh,
Barefoot Ronnie out like a fat kid in dodgeball.
we both know how that felt.
Boy, I'm telling you, first round loser every time in the dodgeball.
Yep. Once again, Barefoot Ronnie puts Brad out first round, but he didn't. We're going to figuratively say that. All he did was give Brad a 0 in the win column, and Barefoot has a win.
Yeah, going off this new win-loss record deal, I like the format. I mean, everybody gets to race 3 times. If you drove halfway across the country, you still get to go down the track 3 times. And all the fans get to see their favorite drivers. The sponsors get to say, oh, yeah, my guy went 3 rounds. You know, you can tell the story however you want. That's true.
Oh, yeah. It's all in how the story is told. Once again, you got Birdman coming up. That poor car was down there walking around that car last night, and that car is a beast, and it looks like it. Holy crap, Birdman. That thing has got stuff over here, over there. A little bit of paint here, a little bit of paint there. I don't think I have that much stucco on me, and I'm almost 50. But I tell you what, you can never underestimate what the Birdman and the guys can do with that hot rod.
It's like a summer paint job. Some of the panels are painted and some are not.
Some are not, yep. All right. So, yeah. So Birdman is going against Flatliner, who also happens to be a big tire driver, but we can't tell you that. But I guarantee I will before the weekend's over with, because I like to be spanked.
Well, let's hope his
Birdman, can he put him on the trailer? Here we go.
Let's hope his performance don't flatline. And whack, whack, whack. Woo, driving it down there. It's kind of like when you throw a dart just a little bit too soft and they kind of wave through the air.
Yep.
That's what that looked like.
Birdman will take the win for that round, though.
So a flat line in the far lane. Oh, shit. All right. Group D, you should be back there. Group D, we are halfway through Group C, so Group D needs to be in the lanes.
Snozenak, hope I'm not butchering that. If I am, well, guess what? I still said it. Wayne's over there in the probe. That probe used to reside in the St. Louis area by a pretty good dude up there named Dan. We won't go any farther because he is on the America's Most Wanted top 10 list.
And witness relocation.
Yep. And Dan is up there, and that card's set for a lot of years. Glad to see it out.
Yeah, that's
bugs again, dude.
That's a Ford Probe over there. I kind of thought it was a Corvette, and then I looked at it again, and then we started talking. I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember that car.
I remember that car. Big old huffer hanging through the hood of it. Kind of loud and proud, which if you know Dan, it kind of went with his personality, but he didn't actually do it this. So what do? All right, against James Eaton over here in the tower side. And coming up behind him, we've got the Mistress and Lance
Carnegie. What, he just ran 204 miles an hour or something like that? Yeah. Yeah. As I'm looking at the internet hater over here, he just pulled out his keyboard.
Wow, I've never seen one gold before. That's pretty. Do you get a special on those, or they just send them? That's 24 karat, baby. Nice, good shot by the Pro, and Wayne will take his first round win. Unfortunately, James is going to have a big goose egg in the column, but he has 2 more shots. You're one of those snapper checks. Shawn Wilhoit and the Mistress over there in the spectator side. Who you got on the tower side?
Well, we got Lance Carnegie, and, well, as our internet hater over here says, 204 miles an hour in a stock-bodied Mustang.
I know, right? That was stroked with a golden keyboard, too.
I think somebody's peanut butter and jelly.
Just a little. The Mistress went with the single turbo combination. The thing is huge. Takes a little bit like me to get up and going in the morning, but, man, watch out. If I'm going down 3 flights, I'll bust right through the door.
Okay, is it big or is it Larson huge?
We're close.
Close.
We're close.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
No, I mean, that's like the difference between 8 and 10 inches. You're close.
So our internet hater says, up in smoke is where his tires will go. I don't know. I'll take that bet. I don't. Will Hoyt for the win. And Lance for a clean pass.
Hey, I tell you what, hats off to the Mustang, too. He got a real cool view of what, the bags look like on the Mistress, but that wasn't shabby, brother.
No, that's kind of what it looks like when you race a small tire car and big tire.
No. And the big tire car sticks. Oh, wow.
Everybody stands up.
I'm telling you what, it is about to get time to get the pocket knives out and the scissors and take those sleeves off.
Yep, that's Derek Travis over there in the far lane.
The Silver
Bullet.
Mm-hmm.
He was driving an orange Nova a couple weeks ago in Salisaw. Pretty cool little event we worked down there. Ross Freeman over there in the near lane. Beautiful, well, I say beautiful, good-looking Corvette. I know as soon as they get some paint on the outside of that dude, she'll be slick as a pin.
The coulda, woulda, shoulda.
But that's what I like about this. Again, big tire racing, you just don't see a whole lot of cars like this in small tires. Small tires, box-bodied Mustang, box-bodied Mustang, box-bodied Mustang. Here we are in big tire. We got the Corvette over here taking on, well, a third-gen Camaro over there in the far lane. And you got to say it, Camaro in Oklahoma. It's not Camaro. And my big question to all you Camaro owners out there, when you go to sell it, how come you can't spell it? It's C-A-M-E-R-O every time I see one for sale. You have the title, you have the car. Why can't you spell Camaro? What's up, my man Tombo? Going to have a bike class tonight.
Camaro and then
Fursail, F-U-R-S-A-I-L.
It'll be America. All right, looks like Wiley's having a staging duel up there. It's the first time I've ever seen a guy with a flashlight have a staging duel. go. Wiley's bringing him in finally. Derek going to be taking a set of sleeves at the end of this, or Ross going to have him? Whoa! Wow! Wow! Look at that thing coming off the ground!
Derek put hydraulics on the Camaro.
You're talking about the bunny hop. I think we just seen it.
It hops, man. It hops. What are we saying, Mark? All right, they're saying left lane, left lane. So Ross Freeman getting the W there in that little Corvette. That brings up Johnny Spence and Matt McReynolds.
All right, here we go. Johnny Spence against Matt McReynolds. Well, the Camino for the win. It kind of looked interesting. It was like they were throwing taters at each other. You want to win? I don't know. You want to win? I don't know. Are you going to win?
Yeah, who wanted it worse? Was they both a ringer?
Yeah. The El Camino will take the W, though, from up here, it looks like.
All right, small tire, small tire. Attention in the pits, small tire. Group A, we need you to come on down. You're the next contestant at Outlaw Armageddon.
All right, we're about to have fun. Me and Cliff have a lot of fun with these. Folks, if you park in the wrong parking spot, like in Tina Pierce's parking area, and it is a Ford truck, we were just literally having the conversation. Can we jump the railroad tracks this weekend?
I think so. I think we can. And after we jump the railroad tracks, I would really like that King Ranch leather for my truck back at home.
I'm in.
I'll just take the seats. We'll keep the seats.
We'll jump. A brand new Malibu, but I want the center console.
Okay, cool. It's got that embossed King Ranch deal in there.
Yeah,
so if you've got a black King Ranch Ford truck and you're parked where you're not supposed to be, trust me, you know who you are. Go get your truck. I can't remember the tag number. It's something, Oklahoma.
And there's a DA.
There's something.
We can't say what that stands
right.
for, but there is a DA at the end of that tag. Move your truck, because, guys, if we get the opportunity to move it, we're going to be on 1320 video. Kyle will love to film us doing it.
Yeah, I got a flat blade screwdriver and a hammer. We can work a column over.
We're going to make it. Once again, Tina Pierce's pit area. If you are parked in her pit area in a black truck, you need to move it right now. All right. Here comes Liz running up for Kai. Kai got a competition by. This is Group D. Group D, our last group of Big Tire coming at it. Unfortunately, Otis could not make the call. Kai Kelly gets a bye right now.
All right, and after Kai finishes his burnout, I'm going to let you know if you're racing in the motorcycle class, we need you at the Tombow trailer right outside the entry to the tower. So it's where the blue bike is parked. If you're racing the motorcycles, go to Tombow's trailer at 4 o'clock for your riders meeting.
Kai Kelly is getting a buy shot right here. Lizzie had already won her match. She's standing up there behind him. Let's see, is Kai gonna, well, we already know Kai's won this one because he got a competition buy. Nice, good, solid lumbering pass right there.
That was probably the straightest pass of the round. Yeah, that's... Dang,
And you could hear her leg down. Just,
yeah.
He didn't throw nothing magical, but he didn't need to.
Nah. So he's already 1-0. All these other guys are 0-1.
It is by a Wickerbill finish at the finish line.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, for those of y'all out there wondering how we're doing the finish line stripe, it is not off the pecker extender. It is off the bumper. It is off the factory bumper. So you can put 10 inches worth of extender on the front of it, and, well, just like in real life, it doesn't matter.
All right, once again, small tire, Class A, small tire, Group A. Small tire, Group A to the lanes right now. Small tire, Group A to the lanes. Group B, you're on standby.
It feels like season 1 of Street Outlaws. We got Murder Nova. We got the Sonoma.
Where you going, Oak City? Tell you what, Shawn, a lot of fun stuff going on over there with those guys this weekend. It's not our place, but we're going to giggle about it. Love to see what's happening. And, well, the Sonoma with the Charger. This could absolutely be one of the craziest matchups we've had so far in Big Tire as far as what happens going down the track.
Well, Jackie finally getting that bad boy fired up over there. Shawn going to go ahead and start his burnout.
Walk this way. Oh, he's getting the finger. Can you not see me? I'm flexing, dude. All right, here we go. And we're not actually talking about the two on the lane right now. We're having a little fun in the tower. If you want to be entertained, walk by the tower. We'll entertain you. All right, once again, 4:05 across the board. Kind of crazy when they get draw each other first round. Doesn't really matter because you have two more after that. Unfortunately, one of these guys is going to have a big goose egg and one's going to take the W. The crazy part, Shawn had some very interesting test passes yesterday. And I'm just going to leave it at that. The poor guy, he was having a tough go of it. He has had a little bit of spiritual healing help from people that we can't talk about because the keyboard hero's in here. But, yeah, hopefully he's got it figured out. Pro Charger, Sonoma. This truck has been around for a long time. See, I saw him putting a new pair of skinnies, big skinny slicks on the back of it. See what happens. Here we go. I see the Frig. Frig's got a pretty good draw coming up behind them.
I hear boosties.
I'm not sure.
Where there's enough room on the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
Wow. Called Shawn by a car and the bags were out.
Yeah, Perchich shooting full bloom, and he won by a car.
He had no idea that the Sonoma was coming that hard, I got a feeling. Of course, it was. She was kicked a little high 10. You know what I'm saying?
He said, maybe I'll pull the chutes and she'll straighten out.
Wow. And they were out. How about that? Shawn will win that round. Unfortunately, Sonoma takes a goose egg, but they have two more. All right, coming up right now, the Frig, the Hog Brothers, against Ryan Hendrickson. And I tell you what, it's absolutely crazy. The Frig last night was on fire. Looked like the 4th of July over there in that right lane on his test pass. The boys took off in different directions, literally worked through all night, and they have it back together for first round right here.
So, back to the odd cars, dare to be different, big tire stuff. You'd say that there wouldn't be that many 53 Studebaker big tire cars, but there's two right now. So Scott Palmer has a Pro Mod, or
Yeah, a Top Fuel Pro Mod.
a Top Fuel Pro Mod Studebaker. And then you got Frigg with his Top Fuel Studebaker.
Tell you what, and that's the crazy part too. That literally is a metal car. That car's been around for almost 16 years. Stephen Huntley had owned it prior to him back in Springfield and won some no prep stuff. Then the rules started getting a little icky. Jamin come in, actually bought the factory steel quarters for it. Not quarters, but the fenders, put the front end on it. Hiked the wheel up. Yep. Boom. That
Yes,
Fred
sir.
carried the wheel out 400 feet, and the sad part about it, that might have been the fastest side-by-side match we've had yet, because Ryan Hendrickson was giving him a run for his money.
That was a great race right there.
And now the drama begins, and we're all about the drama. How about this next pair right here? And both of those guys watching the Frig go down, carrying the wheel, knowing what that car can do. You know they've got to have a little faith in what the track's got for them right now.
Oh, no doubt. They just threw the kitchen sink at it.
Larry Larson, first in the box, first in the burnout against Towerside. Who you got, big boy?
Oh, my Jesus.
Is that who?
I've bet against Daddy Dave before, and I lost.
So he is your daddy.
He is everyone's daddy.
Lord have mercy.
At some point, Daddy Dave has been everyone's daddy.
Everybody's daddy. I tell you what, one of the most winningest guys, and we were laughing about that. Everybody's like, you guys know each other? And I said, I knew him when we called him Cheeks. That's how long ago, you know what I mean? Yeah, it was a good time.
Well, I've seen him win everything from index racing to
Oh, yeah.
pit bike racing. It doesn't matter.
The crazy part, brother, this is that we've only had 2 matchups that could have been this way so far in this first round. This could be final Saturday night.
Oh, this is heavyweight, no doubt.
And the crazy part, Larry Larson is one of those guys that even though this car is it's in essence brand new to us, he's got 3 races in it. They're just waiting for that breakout moment. I think he's close, dude.
Yeah, Larson with an all-purpose built car that fits the rules. You might remember he had duct tape quarter panels and all that. And there was another guy that races some other series that was come and tried to pull the wool over somebody's eyes. And he didn't alter the wheelbase, but it looked like it had been kicked in the butt. And the chassis had been moved forward and the body had been moved back. And there was about a foot. Yeah, well, he didn't get to make it. Larson did right there.
Wow, Larry. Yeah, Larry jumped.
Oh, man.
He didn't even get to bang. And the sad part, he was on a pass.
Yeah.
And Daddy Dave goes, you know what? Patty got the tune-up in it. We're on the ride, baby.
As our buddy down there in Florida would say, let her rip, Tater Chip.
Wow. How about that? And Larry Larson, I mean, granted, we don't have any computers up here. Larry just threw away a great pass. Not sure what happened, but, yeah, it wasn't jitters.
Yeah, his spurs were jingling and jangling.
Oh, man.
Unsatisfied.
Out there rolling almost 600 feet, and then he realizes the cone's out there.
And throws the chutes.
Yeah. Wow, that is crazy. So, Daddy Dave, Larry Larson's Daddy Dave takes the win. White Zombie against Pat Gibson. White Zombie. They're on the spectator side, Pat Towers side.
I seen Pat make a hit last night on a live feed. Didn't look too bad.
Yep. And the White Zombie, part of the Swamp Thing group over there. They're pit together. The cool thing about it is you've already got one car that's been down the track, so they got a chance to go back and put a different tune-up into this one if needed. All right, once again, you should have small tire, Group A. Small tire, Group A, to the lanes. Small tire, Group A, to the lanes, please. Patty's laughing his ass off. Yeah, that wasn't part of it. All right, here we go. Coming up, White Zombie over on the spectator side. Pat gets some tower side. And our last matchup for the big tire will be Ryan Martin and Killer Cab. They're rolling up in the water box behind him.
And White Zombie moving along, but here comes his competitor. Too little, too late. Zombie taking the win over Pat Gibson right there.
I tell you what, good-looking side-by-side drag race right there. Both cars were pretty straight down the track, but unfortunately, White Zombie gives him the big 0.
Where are all my Ryan Martin fans at? That Fireball Camaro sitting over there patiently in the far lane. Drew the killer cab first round. So MSO versus the real Street Outlaws. We'll just say that.
405 against MSO. Killer cab, kind of a cool car though, dude. I like it walking around it. Like the scheme on it, but Ryan Martin come out last night. His last pass of the night, I got to talking to him. He was like, dude, we got a hot rod. And
oh, man.
Like, well, brother, when you're at home and this much money's riding on the line, you kind of want one. But this is huge right now. Every single round you need a W to guarantee your spot on Saturday.
Yeah, if there's 8 cars with a perfect record, those are the 8 cars that are racing. If there's another 8 cars with a tie, we're taking all of those, and that'll make a 16-car field. We're taking the first perfect record cars and then all ties after that. So kind of a neat format here. Look at Ryan Martin, got that thing in high gear coming back down the track with that 600-foot burnout. Fuel tech on board, and that's how to make a fat kid skinny. Become a backup guy.
I guess he is a bug.
Yeah, backup guy. Where's his skirt at?
Well, the boy shorts are in now.
Yeah, you're right.
Killer cab, though, coming back. I tell you what, a couple of cool hot rods. We're going old school, new school again. We were talking about. A big fan of the shoebox and the way it looks right here. But Ryan Martin, you and me both know, there is a ton of horsepower rolling underneath the hood of the Camaro.
Yeah, and that thing could win on any given day, dude. I mean, a wicked crew. Ryan Martin's always been a great guy. Used to race in a series that I helped out with back in Tulsa, the Mako series. Speaking of the Mako series, Scott Willis in the car. We'll see in True Street later. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces today from 15 or 20 years ago. New cars that have been missing for 15 or 20 years showing up.
Been missing too long.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got an Outlaw 10.5 car, this is your time to shine. You know, them old school Outlaw 10.5 cars from 15, 20 years ago, here it is.
Whoa, killer!
Woo! Out on him.
Killer jumped.
He was
but I think Ryan would have been close to having him, but Killer jumped on the tree.
Well, he's one of those guys from down there where they're like, "Ain't no chase is a race,
That's
man."
Right. He was waiting for the arm drop. It just dropped too quick.
Yeah, the hammer dropped on him is what
How
happened.
about Killer Cab? And with that said, I mean, it was a jump, but, man, he was rolling.
Nice pass, yeah.
That had a good, solid pass in it, and he had to take a shot. Because we were just talking about what Ryan Martin brings to the table and the fireball across there. Hats off to him for taking the shot, but unfortunately it wasn't the shot he needed. Ryan Martin takes the win. Killer Cab will be looking for his first.
He got his ass whooped. He got beat twice. Yeah. You got that right. He got ran. I didn't do nothing. Don't even worry about it. Hey, I got you, baby. Don't do that shit. Fuck him. He ain't no man. Never fails. Every year. First round. How about you?
You know, there's two different versions of this, bro. You go ahead and take the tree and just motor on down, save the parts. No, you kind of want to see in this type of racing what your car will take and what the track will take.
Yeah, I want that data. If I'm doing it, I want data. I want to know that I can throw the kitchen sink at it tomorrow about the same time and let it eat.
Once again, I should have Group A small tire. Group A small tire, you should be in the lanes. Group B, the next time we holler at you, we'll be pulling you up. Group B, you are on standby. Group A small tire, in the lanes right now. All right, once again, Dennis Hendricks is the luckiest man of the first chip draw in Big Tire. He has a bye, and he's the last car going down.
Well, he went out there and rattled the tires, drove to the center, kicked the chutes out, and said, that's good. And that's a wrap on the Quick Performance Big Tire class. Getting ready to roll into the Quick Performance Small Tire class. Small Tire Group A, Small Tire Group A, you should be back there.
All right, looks like Joseph Young is going to be taking the water box. Unfortunately, Brody Melton, how's that go again? Was unable to make the call. I don't know if he's out for the weekend or just this round, but Joseph Young, and a cool looking, rumor has it, this is pretty legit little street car right here.
Oh, it is. I've seen it. Yeah, it gets down. It's nice. It's legitimate. It's not like some of those guys out there with the cable-driven fuel pumps and the, as I look at my, I'll call him my buddy. You don't? When did you? I know he's back home building a Pro Mod, trying to get it pieced together. Tried to come out here last year and do donuts on our perfectly unprepped track. My undercover brother. So the little Firehawk balls him up on the line, gathers it up, and that was Joseph Young taking the W. This is the Quick Performance Small Tire class right here at the Rigid Oilfield Services Outlaw Armageddon 5. Group B, small tire, Group B, small tire. Come down to your respective lanes.
Tell you what, Mitchell, Michael over there in the right side in the Firebird. Some of the KC boys, Toby, if you're listening, these guys are up doing battle on the small tires in the streets of Kansas City all the time.
You want to talk about a car that's on a win streak. That car has won about everything small tire on the streets this year.
Yep. And who do you got over here on the tire side, big boy?
Well, we got one of those guys that they send out from Oklahoma City, Jace Andrade. The whole Andrade family out here this weekend racing small tire. Somebody did say Pro Mod earlier. That right lane is Firebird. It's got a front end. So the car over there, Ryan Mitchell usually driving it with that Cali squat set up for the street. Got about a 4 foot of extension in the front of that thing. But that thing works on the street. Wiley bringing him in. Bangs the light. That 4 foot extension, look at that.
That's a good drag race, brother.
Yeah.
Looks like KC's going to take the money on that one. Right lane by 1.5, but I tell you what, he gave him a run right there. Mitchell Michael, living the dream. He won the first round right there. But Jace, well, he's got good data going into round 2.
Yeah, so Mitchell working on that perfect record. Again, you get 3 wins, you automatically go to the big show tomorrow night.
Oh, dude, Tony V. Talk about a man that has put fear in a lot of people in the small tire industry. Tony V coming up here in the tire sign lane. Who's he got?
That's Salty Cobalt over there in the far lane. Anastasia. I believe Jacob's actually driving it, but
once again, Tony V over there on the tower side against the Cobalt that had a little bit of mischief happening last night in the test, but found it and got it back together. And a cool little car, dude. I mean, Tony V's car, that thing's beautiful, but The Cobalt is just something that's out of the norm.
Yep, you might see one in Top Sportsman, but in no prep racing, not something you see. It's got a big block, couple hair dryers under the hood. Watching them build that deal on the internet. I think it's called Salty, I think is the page they have. You can go check it out, but he needs to play the part of the Giant Slayer right here with Tony V in the near lane over here.
About twins in the wheelbase. That thing is an absolute handful. It's got to be when he's out rolling. Tony V, very familiar with these races and this type of a situation. And hey, the cloud covers come in, still hot, but there's been a lot of big tire cars going down in front of these small tire cars. You're really going to have to miss the boat if you don't have your tune-up ready for this round.
So Jacob out first, but here comes Tony V and drives right around him. So the little Camaro going to the next round.
But once again, good pass for the Cobalt. You know,
and
I tell you what, that's nothing. And that's what's crazy about this situation right now. Yeah, they did lose, but they just got a ton of data, dude, and they're going to feel confident about it.
Yeah, and a ton of data is what they need. That car's new this year, so they need all the data they can get. But right now, what do we need? We need Group B small tire. Group B small tire to the lanes, guys. Come on down. We need you in the lanes. Group B small tire. That brings up our next pair. Who we got? Looks like Eric Stubbs over here in the near lane. Good-looking little Mustang. Not a Fox body. Well, I guess technically all the stuff will bolt on. And then we got the Phantom and the OG Nova over there in the far lane.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I tell you what, Stubbs is legit, dude. This is going to be, it's all fun on paper. We're about to see it shake.
Yeah, we never race on paper, though.
All right, here we go. Eric against the Phantom. Wiley bangs. She bangs. She bangs.
Woo! Stubbs out like a fat kid in dodgeball, leaving the Phantom back here at the starting line. All right, Group B small tire. Group B, quick performance small tire. We need you in the lanes. All right, it's 4:03. If you're racing motorcycles, you need to be over there at the Tombow trailer. Again, motorcycle racers, if you're one of those guys with, well, I can't really, giant cojones and two wheels, and you're going to race today, you need to go over there to the Tombow trailer, get signed up, go over the driver's meeting. But right now, we got a relatively stock-appearing Malibu taking on one of the baddest cars on the property. Boost 12 over there in the far lane, taking on Daniel Hayes in the little Malibu.
I tell you what, you talk about a chip draw that wasn't in his favor, and one of the top favors to win this whole deal in small tire, Boost 12.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to bet against Boost 12 anytime. But I think right now, if you can get a bet, it'd be a time to lock in, because he's going to win for sure.
Daniel Hayes.
Well, I say that.
Yeah, I know.
I just made odds right here. I'm like 1,000,000 to 1.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm sure somebody out there would take that bet. I enjoy the fact that he gets in where he fits in, put it in a lane right next to Boost 12, and he's like, let's do it. Light comes down. Not a bad leave. And Boost 12 taking the W, much like we thought. Daniel Hayes going to go back, gather some stuff up, and be ready for the second round. Again, it'll be a fresh chip draw next round, so hopefully you don't see the same pairs go down the track, but it could very well happen. It's a random chip draw, and we're drawing between every round.
Yep.
The house is drawing until we get to the finals. When we get to the finals, That's when the racers start to draw.
Oh, yeah. Baller Coupe against Boosted GT. Both of them!
Boosted gathered it up just in time to take the W. Woo!
Pedal fest out there. Both of them missed the tune-up just a little bit. Boosted went first.
Right over.
Coupe had him just a little bit, and then...
Yeah, Boosted drove right around the Baller Coupe to take the W, handing out L's, not just on the internet. All right, Justin Heckman over there in the far lane in a truck affectionately known as Red Savage. Taking on Ryan Bragg in that little Camaro, little Cobra Mustang. Got to witness these guys at the Blue Collar Street Racing race down there, the, what do they call it, 10-5 Till I Die Showdown at Salisaw. As close as we could get to real street racing. All right, so we got Ryan Gregg down there in the near lane, taking on Justin Heckman. JP tuned, JN Granite. All right, we're up here talking about how to create controversy as if there wasn't enough. Oh no, Red Savage going up in smoke. Huh. So Ryan Gregg taking the W there, and somebody's waiting on some lock-in money.
I thought it was like a handshake on the internet, dude. I didn't realize we were really doing it.
Well, I really don't know how you're supposed to. I don't know. I don't know.
All I know is I hope the most hated man on the internet is not having edibles and they're truly gummies. Because this could be fun tonight.
Well, if he's having edibles and I'm not, there very well could be a problem later tonight.
Woo! We're going to jump something. All right, what do we got, big boy?
All right, we got Russell Stone over there in the far lane and Dakota Isley over here in the near lane. Isley was over there. He travels with the Love truck. And the Hater Maker over there in the far lane, Russell Stone.
All right, once again, last call for Group B. Last call for Group B small tire. Group C, you're on standby. Group C small tire, you are on standby.
That's right. As soon as we pull that first pair in Group B, Group C, you're going to be headed up here. So get them cold fueled or turned around and headed back to the lanes. life. A little Chevy love over here in the near lane, taking on the Fox body over there in the far lane. Light bangs, and the love goes up in smoke, and the hater maker driving off into the sunset. Right lane by about 5. So Russell Stone already working on his perfect record. What? All right, Group C, come on down. Group C of our quick performance small tire class. Group C in quick performance small tire. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for following the rigid oil-filled service Outlaw Armageddon 5. If you're doing it here in the stands or if you're doing it at home on the live feed, thanks for following along. And don't forget to share that live feed every chance you can. I know Blue Collar Street Racing's doing another one. The No Prep Felons is doing one. We've got a bunch of live feeds out there. I don't know all of you and can't remember all of your names, but thanks for sharing our sport. That's how we get advertisement. All of you great photographers, professional and non-professional, some that like to be over the wall and some that don't. Thanks, guys, for sharing our whole sport.
Oh, wow. Yep. Mr. Larry Larson up there walking around. Tell you what, small tire action once again. C, I need Group C, small tire, Group C, small tire. And looks like we've got a car that was stuck at the very end of the track, so that's where we're running down real quick to get them taken off. All right, once again, looks like we've got something on the track down there, and they're going to work and get it off, so bear with us. Group
C should be headed to the lane.
Group C, I would kind of take your time heading that direction, because looks like we've got the ambulance out on the track down there now, too. Not sure what actually happened. I would go to the most hated man on the internet, but unfortunately, he's like Penn and Teller right now. He can't speak. He's the one closest to the window that could see that far. But, hey, let's talk about our sponsors.
He's over there licking the window.
He is licking the window, yeah.
We got sponsors for this deal?
Sponsors.
Hell yeah, we got the Quick Performance Big Tire, $50,000 to win. Quick Performance Small Tire, $25,000 to win. Central Power Systems True Street, $15,000 to win. These are our classes today. Tomorrow we'll see the Central Power Systems Truck SUV class, pays out $2,500, and the Central Power Systems Daily Driver that pays out $2,500. Our sponsors today, Rigid Oilfield Services, Chuck Parker, Quick Performance, Aaron Spitzer. They got a booth over there set up next to Big Chief's tent. If you can make it through the 3-6 Mafia, you can check them out. Central Power Systems, Robin Roberts. Kicker, the sponsor of the Kicker Fan Zone right behind the main grandstands. If you're out there looking for something to do, go check out all that stuff. HPP Performance with Manny Alvarez. GDR Concepts, Daddy Dave Comstock setting that up. Sun State Rentals, Nitrous Express. They got a booth on the vendor midway. So if you're looking for some nitrous kits, nitrous accessories, run down there and see the booth on the vendor midway. Performance Auto Painting and Collision, CSS or Central Speed and Supply right here. On 3 Performance if you're looking for some of those Nagasaki noisemakers. Pro Charger down there, they got a booth on the vendor midway. Bill's Trailer Sales, Dynamic Drivelines, Race Quip, they've also got a booth. Dynamic Driveline's got a booth. Sounds like the little manufacturer's midway is the place to be. Don't forget Holly EFI. Boy, they have set the world on its ear. with all of their new plug-and-play EFI systems for, well, if you've got a Fox body Mustang and you've got an LS in it, you might want to call Holly. Big Rob Media, Rob Chapman down there, he's got the starting line camera, 1320 video, the finish line camera, and those are the only two cameras that count in the discrepancy today. So if you think your buddy jumped, well, we're going to go to Big Rob Media, and if you think you won down there on the big end, we're going to go to 1320 video. And we got Deedsworks, another company right here in the wonderful town of Oklahoma City, or city of Oklahoma City, or it's not like California where you just drive through into the next town. Yeah, that stuff's made in Oklahoma City. So there's our sponsors for today, but right now we got our first pair of Group B down there. Who do we got? I think we got John Stearns and Dylan Wells.
Dylan Wells is in the Mustang, and John Stearns is over in the little truck that thinks he can beat the Mustang.
Got the big block with twin Sturbskis. See you later. Bye, the little Mustang says. Did he jump? I don't think so. I saw the light.
They're pushing him back.
Oh, man. And here is one of my absolute favorites. Making the trip, I believe, all the way from one of the Dakotas. I'm not sure. Mike Qualley in the Mutt. Dakota.
Rolling up against Chris Harper, bro, in the other lane. The Mutt, Tower side, Chris Harper, the good-looking Firebirds, Trans Am. Could have been a Hawk. Over in the spectator side.
If you like old trucks, patinas, small block Chevrolets, and turbos, you need to ride with the Mutt. All right, so we're getting a little S-dime pushed back. Dang, old man, take the spool out of it. It's hard to push. Well, I hate to see a competitor get to the starting line and not be able to make the call. And as Chris would call it, he's going to make the trip down the Obama lane. He's bailing out. Keep your eyes on the little pick-em-up truck over here in the near lane. The Mutt. Can he put the Trans Am on the trailer? The Trans Am spins. Can he run him down? No, sir. Too little, too late. The Mutt taking the W right there. All right, Group C, you're back there. If you're not back there, you need to be. Throw some gas in those things or fuel in those things. Check your air pressures and come on down. You're the next contestant at Outlaw Armageddon 5. All right, we got Ray over here in this candy-coated fox-bodied Mustang taking on a beautiful Nova over there in the far lane. Word is Larry Larson built the Nova. Group C, come on down. You guys are making me look bad. The guy on the radio is like, where's Group C? Where's Group C? So Group C, you need to be back there in the staging lanes. Group D, you need to start thinking about getting up here. Hey, Chris Wilson out there on the live feed. It looks slow. All right, here we go. It's a spin fest. The little Nova doing a second burnout. And Ray taking the W in that beautiful Fox body. The Nova thought he was out there in the Australia with the burnouts, eh? Keith Lopez over here in the wagon. Used to be baby blue, wasn't it? Been on Drag Week and all over Hell's Half Acre. Taking on Heath Clements. Looks like the left lane's been kind of working better this last few rounds. Lopez always hard to beat. Been on about every surface you can imagine. But so far in this group, there's not been one W out of the right lane. Let's see if Heath can get that taken care of. Got an uphill battle with Lopez over here in the near lane. Still Ford powered. Got that big block Ford. My first car was supposed to have been a 429 powered Zephyr, the Futura. Ooh. Yes, and so Heath definitely puts in the W, does the work to put Lopez back in the pits, but they're all coming back for the next round. Yep, that's right. We're working off a win ratio here. So you'll get to see all of these cars twice today and once tomorrow. That's 3 rounds. All right, we got Tony Newsom over there in the right lane and Brett Hesketh over here in the near lane. See small tire racing right here. Mustang. And I'm not a Mustang hater. I would have stabbed somebody in the face in high school for a 93 Fox body. I mean, like literally, I would have. Well, kinda, yeah. I mean, LX 505 speed, yeah.
You know the funny part? Okay, so we're rolling in town on Wednesday. Dallas, kid's 16 years old. He's like, man, I haven't ever seen. So I go, oh yeah, it's Mustang heaven down here. You see what the majority of the race cars in the country come from right here in Oklahoma.
Well, speaking of Dallas Wilson and being 16 years old, he's a second-generation photographer. Go check him out on Instagram. Dallas Wilson. I follow him. He doesn't follow back. But that's okay.
Oh, he will be before it's that impressive.
Well, he freaking better. Because I delete most of those people. If you don't follow me back, I'm done.
He's sleeping in my room, and his dad's already given his password. He's got till tonight, or we're going to make the magic happen on that Instagram page. How about that?
He gave you the password, but did he give you the safe word?
Oh, blueberry pancakes. Bouncy. All right, who we got up here in the line, brother?
We got Brett Hasketh and Tony Newsom. Newsom over there in the far lane. Hasketh getting down with the get down. I'm telling you, that right lane, man. Yeah, so we got Jerry Expletive Chambers over here in the near lane.
Oh, man, going against the kid over there in the spectator side. The kid actually was KID earlier this year, and I think won the 10K small tire prize.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet against him. Both these guys are heavy hitters. Jerry's been racing forever. That name's been synonymous around these parts. How long's a piece of string? Too long. That's how long. All right, Group C, you should be back there. Group D, you're on standby. Again, 102.1 on your FM dial. They're getting them backed up. Yeah, and boy, two very fast cars, two great drivers. The kids.
Kid over there, absolutely cool looking hot rod, huge cubic inches. I don't know, like I said, this kid, the kid, has won some money this year in that car. He's curious, he's looking down the right lane.
He's got the cojones. He's got the technology. He's doing it. Chambers, nitrous backfire. And that's what happens with heat and humidity and nitrous. Wow. Not saying that he doesn't know what he's doing, but that could happen to anyone.
Yep. It did look like the kid knocked the tire off eventually, but he sure knew how to recover quick, bro. Stuck the tires and went down to A to B and ended up making a good pass and taking the W.
That brings up Ron Elmore and John Andrade Sr. All right, so we got Rob Elmore over here in the near lane and John Andrade Sr. over there in the far lane.
A couple of pretty cool, legit cars. Ooh, somebody's making it rain in here. Wow. I didn't know we had glitter time.
It kind of reminds me of Vegas 20 years ago when you actually got to hear the chips fall.
Hitting the ball, I know, right? Change that. He did make a decent pass.
Well, Andrade's got a bunch of hits on this track. If anybody can get down, it's him. Gets the hit. And I think it's all over but the fat lady singing. I don't know, though. Did Rob come back around him? Waiting on the official call. Left lane by a bumper, so Rob Elmore knocking John Andrade's chance of a perfect record off.
I mean, and he chased him at the stripe, too, brother. All right, it is not Brian Smith. It is Brian Smith's car driven by the world-famous Kamikaze over here in the Tower Side lane. Brian Smith just recently got that hot rod out, and I'm telling you, it is fresh off the presses. It's been out to one or two appearances, but David Gates over there in the good-looking world, well, that used to be a world record holder, didn't it, at one time? In the radio world. Let's see what he can do here in small tire at 085.
Are we allowed to talk about radio racing at a no prep?
Just did.
Should we call Duck and ask him?
Dude, until they kill the power.
Not allowed to say that.
Yeah. Until they kill the power, we can pretty much say whatever we want.
You remember that one time we did something funny about him when the starting went down there? That one guy that talked all that trash?
The one guy.
Yeah, that one guy.
And his best friend that rides ostriches.
And he hangs out with a midget that nobody knows his name.
Yeah. Well, he rides ostriches now, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we'd have to go to a pro mod race to catch up with those guys.
I don't know. I'd rather not.
I'd rather not also.
Yeah. Once again, Brian Smith's hot rod, Kamikaze driving in the left lane, talk about getting fed to the lion. He literally, yesterday afternoon was the first time he'd ever sat in a car.
Well,
Come up and here we are. Shake and bake, baby.
The equipment's there. You can tell. I mean, they've got the frig. They've got that. That's top-notch stuff. So he's crawling into a great car. Let's see what he does with it. Beautiful Malibu.
David Gates has got a hot rod that has won a lot of money and put fear in people's eyes. Hanging out, love, real out. Whoa!
He's pedaling it. He's trying.
Whoa! Lord! She was all kinds of jiggity up there, dude.
And see, that's why we like no prep racing.
Yep.
All right, I need Group C. Group C. And I need to bring the D also.
Yes, he said it.
Come on down, Group D. I love my job.
Once again, Group D small tire. Group D small tire, go ahead and start rolling forward. Group D small tire, rolling forward.
That brings up our first pair in Group C back here. We got Tina Pierce over there in the far lane, fresh off her trip on the Rocky Mountain Race Week. And Pedro Garza in that Vortex supercharged Fox-bodied Mustang. And it's Daniel driving it. Well, it's been brought to my attention. We'll get some revised lists. By the time we get to the finals, we might know what we're talking about.
Or they might switch drivers.
They could.
I mean, they could go either.
I'd love for somebody to toss me their keys to something like that so I could wreck it.
Just
Like, we need a spatula. Cliff's getting ready to drive a small tire car. We're going to pry him off the wall as Josh Gill grabs some more gummies.
Do we, oh, wow. The name actually come out. We're not even beer 30 yet. All right, once again, talking about Drag Week and the craziness they put, brother, an awesome part of our educational life that we have together. Spending a week watching people like Tina, Dave, everybody else absolutely trash their stuff.
Oh, dude.
Over 1,000 miles, different tracks. And then now, well, hey, let's put small tires on this thing after we've already throttled it through the mountains and see what we've got for these guys.
Yeah, I mean, thanks to our midget buddy, he gave us a brand new van to roll around, and we were still beat down production. I can't imagine doing it in a race car.
Oh, gosh, that would be insane, you know. Thank God for Hair Nation and, well, Speed Law, what was it, 110?
I don't know. I remember, I want to rock!
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I got the van up to 117 miles an hour.
Yeah, and then it kept going.
Yeah, in the Black Hills, somehow we missed about a 30-mile turnaround. I don't know. It might have
But
been
we made up time.
might have been too many gummies or something. But
Yeah.
yes, we did make up time at 117 miles an hour with a dealer tag on the back of it.
That's right. All the memories. All right, once again, rolling up Tina Pierce, Pedro Garcia, right here.
Oh, Pedro. Well, Daniel, I should say, and Pedro's whip. Hanging it to, yeah, that was a great pass. Tina goes up in smoke. All right. I need Big Mark to the starting line camera. Big Rob to the starting line camera. Too many bigs around here. All right, that brings up Jeff Spear over there in the far lane. Taking on Chris Bells over here in the near lane. Fox-bodied Mustang taking on the Chevelle. Jeff Spear going to be tough to beat, but Chris Bells, he's a hell of a competitor himself. I got to restart my live feed. There we go with the live feed again. Looks like I got my buddies Stephen and Mike and Adam out there watching. Toby, hey, what's happening, my uncle? Yeah, how about that, Big Cliff? You're tuned in watching the Rigid Oilfield Services Outlaw Armageddon 5. Right now we got Bells down there, Chris Bells taking on Jeff Spear. And if I was a betting man, I'd ride with Jeff Spear over there in that far lane. kicking out the jams, and looks like Bales might have kicked out the rods. We don't know. She's a smoky one down there. Gonna run down and check out that left lane. Looks like a smoke show. All right, so we're going to take a chance to run down there and check out that track. We got the ambulance on the track. So hopefully all that smoke and no oil. Maybe it's another steam bath like we had earlier. Jeff Spear taking the W out of the right lane. That brings up Shawn Sullivan and Flacco down there. Flacco's performance. Flacco. Hey, I'm a big dumb animal. Somebody just thought it was a good idea to put me on a microphone. He is fast. Fasto.
Test. 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 Test.
All right, big tire at 4:45 in about 10 minutes. We are going to do round 2 chip draw. Big tire at the bottom of the race tower. Big tower. We're not going to be underneath the walkway. Big tire. We are going to do the chip draw at about 4:45 by the race tower. You'll see where the group is. If you want to come and watch, you're more than welcome to. Once again, big tire chip draw. Big tire chip draw at 4:45, bottom of the race tower. You'll see where we're standing in about 10 minutes if you want to come and watch.
Yeah, it'll be in the shade. You can, yeah, you know that, right? It'll be on the shady side of the tower. All right, so Shawn Sullivan not going to make the round, it doesn't look like. That puts Flacco or however you want to say it, Fasto. That's not the same S10, is it? What, does he have a gaggle of them? He's about got it figured out to where he just plugs in the parts and goes fast. Nice. Word is that maybe the cartel may have picked up the other one, eh? Hey man, we're going to start running, yeah. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen.
Once again, our big tire cars chip draw at about 4:45 at the bottom of the tower. You are more than welcome to come and watch the draw. Once again, do not clog up Obama Lane. Pull around towards the back side of the tower if you want to come and watch. Big tire chip draw. At about 4:45 behind the tower. Do not clog the lane here in front of it if you want to come and watch.
All right, we got Trent Diaz taking on Chris Grafton. Grafton over there in the far lane, that good-looking Firebird, taking on the little Nova over here in the near lane. right, so we're a little over halfway through our small tire guys. All of our Group D guys should be back there. If you brought the D, it should be over there or if you drew the D, it should be over there in the staging lanes.
Boy, it's all in the wording.
It is.
It is all in the wording, brother.
Some people all about the D.
Yep. All right, once again, less than 5 minutes, and about 5 minutes or less, we are going to be drawing round 2 chip draw for Big Tire. If you want to participate in watching, feel free to come up towards the race tower, but behind it. Do not block the lane. Big Tire, chip draw, about 5 minutes. Woo! Hitting it! Oh, rolling the tires! Woohoo! Rolling the tires off. Wow.
So Grafton with the W right there, but it was definitely a battle all the way down the 660. Yeah. 52 True Street cars is what I just got.
And they are rolling up later, but
Yeah.
not much later.
Not much later, so if you're out there watching at home and you're ready for some True Street, they're coming. But right now, Kyle Buckmaster over there in the far lane taking on Brent Self. This is this is tough sledding right here.
It's brutal, dude.
I've seen the little Chevy Love put in work on the streets and at a few outlaw tracks. Well, and here at Outlaw Armageddon, so yeah, that's like Nick just said. If the Camaro gets off the starting line, it's all over. Tough sledding for Kyle Buckmaster. And again, we're going off a win-loss ratio. So everyone that wins all 3 rounds, they will automatically be locked into the big show. If we have 10 guys that have a 2-1 record, all ties will be taken also. So that'd be an 18-car show. Basically, we're taking all perfect records and then all ties. So that's how the finals will work out. We're running 3 rounds, but it's basically like running the first round 3 times because all cars will come back if they're not broken. That way you get to... Oh, man, that old Z down there in the burnout box is sick. Killer group of cars here today. I hope you can make it out Saturday to Thunder Valley Raceway Park for this rigid oilfield service Outlaw Armageddon, the 5th annual. So here we go. Brent Self over here in the near lane. Kyle Buckmaster over there in the far lane. Ooh, Buckmaster with the whole shot. And we could have said the same. Oh, man, that was a hell of a race. Brent Self coming like a freight train.
Oh, but did not have enough.
Not enough. Buckmaster got the hit and took the W.
Wow. And he could hear him coming.
Oh, boy,
You know he had to hear him coming.
Those weren't footsteps. Those were gorilla stomps.
All right, once again, Big Tire chip draw behind the tower, not where we did it last time. Big Tire chip draw will be behind the tower. If you want to witness it, it's about to go down in a few. Big Tire chip draw behind the tower in just a few.
All right, that brings up John Foster and Tyler Myers. Good-looking little Z car. I spent a lot of time in one of those as a little kid flying up and down the turnpike. And the S10.
All right, once again, Big Tire chip draw. We should have D. Should be already in the lanes. What do we have on standby?
Well, we got our True Street class.
True Street is going to be on standby. We're going to finish up with D, and in the meantime, I'm going to step back while you're putting the hammer down. Watch the chip draw and kind of give us some ideals. So
The Big Tire chip draw going
Yep.
down behind the tower right now.
coming up in just a few. I'll be right back, brother.
Central Power Systems True Street will be up next, but right now we're about halfway through small tire, the quick performance small tire class. Got John Foster and Tyler Myers down there on the line. And our next pair will be Schaefer and Zabo. Tyler Myers in the little S10, the little Z car, moving right along, getting it done. Right lane by 3. So that brings up John Schaefer and Zabo. And, well, somebody's got some tough sledding. All right. Well, there goes Sullivan. Yep.
All right, once again, last call. If you are Big Tire and want to watch the chip draw, last call. We are at the back of the race tower. Back of the race tower. Last call for the chip draw. If you want to watch in Big Tire, if not, we'll have the sheets up very quickly, and I'll let you know about that. But last call for Big Tire if you want to see the chip draw. Racers, back of the race tower.
Well, it looks like the internet is setting the odds. Keith over here in the near lane's the odds-on favorite. Let's see what the right lane can do. Oh, and they both go up in smoke. Zabo gets it gathered up, drives around him, and, well, it may not be pretty, but that's the way it went down right there. Still my highlighter back. Marking my winners. We got Sean Merkel and Chad Cunningham rolling up. That'll be our final pair in Group C. Group D, you should be back there getting suited, booted, and ready to rock and roll. Sean Merkel. Good-looking little Malibu. All right, we got Chad over here in the Malibu, taking on Sean Merkel over there in that good-looking Camaro, first gen. G body versus F body. Oh, and there's Bam Bam. Let's see how that winning burnout works out for him. Got Lance Carnegie over there in the far lane. Going to be a damn good race. Two alcohol-injected street cars with cable-driven fuel pumps. Bam Bam rolled out for the True Street Drive with a 5 of alcohol in his passenger seat. Yeah, he did. Any port in a storm, right? That was too close to call from where I'm sitting. Looking down to the line for Big Mark's call. Left lane by 2. Count them 2. All right, True Street A, True Street A, Group A. If you're in True Street, we need you to the lanes. All right, so the guys in Bam Bam's lane. All right, here we go. We got us a race locked. Bam Bam in the near lane. And Iggy up in smoke in the right lane. Bam, 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 bam. Derek Kelly taking the W. And when Lance ain't going 200 miles an hour, he's smoking the tires. Will Speed. Yep, watching the live feed, and Bam Bam out like a fat kid in dodgeball. And here's Malice, one of the coolest cars on the property right now. Todd Spears over here in the near lane. Kyle, 1320 video, put a GoPro on his windshield. It's like, I can't see! It's almost like one of those Fig Newton sponsorships. I love them. Richie Bluebaugh used to have the Barney Mustang. Chris Wilson used to own it. It got passed around Tulsa like, yeah, everybody. Jay Graham used to own it. And then it jumped. It went Duke Boys up there in Wichita. They did it on Google Earth and it went 300 and something feet in the air. Didn't even touch a guardrail. Well, usually when you touch them up there, they go over. So we got the little Fox body, just like so many small tire cars, versus I think it's like a 51 Ford 53. I should know this. My grandpa's a Ford guy. Bluebaugh not getting the hit he wanted. And so that sends Todd Spears to the next round. So we got Jason Cantu over there in the truck and Matt Allen taking on Jason Cantu right here. I wonder how many times he heard cannot, Cantu in high school. Beautiful car, or beautiful truck over there in the far lane. Got them candy flames on that black paint. And like my most hated buddy over here said, such an unfortunate draw for Matt Allen. Hi, Sam Thompson. I always feel like somebody like me. Well, there's Cantu. And, yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, truck said, see you later, bye. All right, this is kind of my flavor. I travel with Import Face-Off, so I'm kind of used to seeing these little Supras go super fast. But that one looks like it might be urged along with some good old American stuff under the hood. Taking on that little Chevy 2 with the Roots blower hanging out of the hood. And I need True Street, Group A, True Street Group A to the back. Let's see what my little import-bodied buddy can do down there against the nasty little Nova. All right, we got Zach Park over here in Wasabi. The little Toyota Supra taking on the Chevy 2 over there with Norval M behind the wheel. Minton. Wasabi. Woo! And Zach Park and Wasabi, the little Supra, taking the W. By about 5, they said down there on the big end. True Street, True Street. I've called you. You should be headed down here. Group A, True Street. Come on down. You're the next contestant at Outlaw Armageddon 5. So Matt Miko over here and taking on Andy Willoughby. Willoughby's over there in the Mustang. Miko over here in the good-looking Camaro. His crew's got them tuxedo shirts on. Well, there was one guy. I mean, if I was racing, that would be my crew. I mean, like, it'd be her. Like, babe, you want to wear a tuxedo shirt and back me up? Maybe weld me up a sandwich? Well, there you go. That was a hell of a pass out of the little Camaro. So Matt Mika taking the W. It was all over from the beginning. Oh, so we got Andrade Jr. over there in the far lane. It's the easiest things that I mess up. Yeah, Andretti. Not in the Cuddy, but the Malibu. Still the G-body thing. So we got Blake Langford over here, in the little Nova, taking on the Cuddy and the not the Cuddy. right, Andrade Sr. or Jr. I'm sorry. Looked like he got drove around. All right, they said left lane by 2. All right, Drew over there in the drop top Mustang. Zane Robbins over there in the far lane. Oh, I know something you don't know yet. It's going to be happening real quick. We got our big tire second round of pairings sorted out, and there are some hellacious pairings in there. It's a pedal fest, but the little Mustang, Drew's got him. And they say that's just the seals on his turbo. That's everybody's go-to. Oh, my seals on my turbo. Yes. All right, Group A, True Street. If you're not down there, we're getting ready to leave without you. True Street, Group A. Come on down. All right, Dwayne Biddle. The Flaming Barney is what my buddy wanted me to call it up here. I guess I can call him my buddy. I know my cool points went down when I called him that, but if you can figure out who he is, you'll know what I'm talking about. Something, 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 most hated, something. Small tire chip draw will be in 5 minutes behind the tower in the shade. Small tire chip draw, 5 minutes behind the tower in the shade. So Biddle going to go around the easy way. Decided to jump in small tire. And not exactly what you want on your buy run looking for data. All right, Central Power Systems, True Street. Central Power Systems, True Street. You guys should be in the lanes. Group A, Central Power Systems, True Street. Oh, wow. Group C is going to be a haymaker. You got two dudes from the 405. 2 TV stars going down. All right, I got my second round big tire right in front of my eyes. This is going to be one heck of a deal. Let's see.
I tell you what, and how about that? You know, we're not going to get too far ahead of the game here, but in Group C coming up in round 2, yeah, it's going to be, there's going to be a lot of people putting some money on that group coming up right there in those 2 cars.
Yeah, right now we're pulling Group A in True Street. Group A in Central Power Systems True Street is coming around the tower. Group B True Street. If you're in Central Power Systems True Street Group B, you need to come on down to the staging lanes.
We exist to do one thing: make the world's best engine management systems. Our own technology, our own designs, our own manufacturing. Nothing borrowed, nothing copied, no labels slapped on. We're proud of what we do because it's our passion. We own it. Loving what you do means never compromising. Fuel Tech. Built, not bought.
At Late Model Engines, we machine, assemble, build, and test every engine in-house. Our expert staff and state-of-the-art facility means we build your engine right. Our dyno gives us the best R&D possible and the performance, power, and reliability you need to win. Check out latemodelengines.com and see why we're a step ahead of the competition.
We built our name in racing. Our fuel injection and ignition components win races. Proven, consistent, products you can trust to deliver more wins than anyone else. But we're not a plaque on the wall. We're innovators, and designing what's next is what makes us.
So we got right lane. All right, we got Chris Schauner over here taking on Tim Williamson. So Chris Schauber over there in the right lane. Tim Williamson over here in the left lane. Casey Rance, if you're going to run this round, you need to be up here now. Casey Rance, you are 2 pairs back, and we're pulling them. So come on down, guy. Oh, the Mopar putting in work. Schauber putting the Mustang on the trailer. That means Tim Williamson, well, not on the trailer, but going back a first-round loser. That brings up Blake Gilpatrick. And Jerome Courtney. Jerome Courtney over here in the Strictly Business truck. Just got back from Rocky Mountain Race Week. X-Power Racing under the hood.
And just got word we need bikes in lane 1 at around 5:30. Motorcycles in lane 1 at around 5:30.
All right, look like we got Chuck Seitzinger joining in on the Tombow bike class. He's going to be on a bagger. Double duty today.
Whoa, you heard it from the man himself.
Going to put his money where his mouth is, huh?
Well, you know, we're doing a bag of foot, Chuck, so he says, what the hell, you got to get used to riding these things fast, too.
Hell yeah, if we know if it's coming out of the Tombow camp, it's going to be fast.
Going to be awesome. Once again, bikes, 5:30, lane 1. At 5:30, we need you back into lane 1, please. Motorcycles.
So is he going to wear 5 layers of Nomex or 1 layer of leather?
He's going to wear the stuff that he wears in his car. So, we got a bunch of bikes over there, so I let him pick one of the baggers instead of getting the Grumman or the Ridley.
Well, there goes Jerome Courtney. I think he drove around the Mustang, but I'm not sure what I made on the official call. And yes, sir, the little truck going to the next round. A little lazy out of the hole, but got the job done against Blake Gilpatrick down there. Tombo Bikes down there in the lanes at 5:30. Again, Tombo's bike class. We need you in the lanes at 5:30. Well, Casey Rance was a no-show, so we're going to keep moving through. So Adam Hodson going rounds the easy way in the little Camaro.
Woo!
All right, final call. Central Power Systems, True Street, Group B, final call. Group C,
Oh, Shane up here with
you're on
Krusty.
standby.
You know Blake Hughes has got to be somewhere close, hanging on to him for him.
Oof. Oof. Yeah, Daniel Burr's in the little Chevy Love. Taking on Shane in the Krusty Nova, one of my favorites. First time I seen that car was in 13 on Drag Week.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun with those guys on Drag Week, too.
Oh, man.
Pulled off the little truck, though. Krusty getting out there and get crazy. We know that car makes all kinds of power. Knocks a tire off, hangs the left wheel just a little bit, and he gone, but the truck is chasing. Didn't have enough. He recovered quicker. Shane did. So Krusty takes the win. Round one win for the boys back home in the 417 camp.
All right, we got Bo Brown over here in the, it almost looks like a Halloween Mustang. They painted the nose. Didn't quite get her done on the from their back.
Well, we're not that far out. What's he got, Joey Myers?
Yep, Joey Myers over there in that good-looking F-body.
Yeah, the most speed. Written across the back window, Joey Myers. Not sure what's going on with the Mustang, why we're taking the slow road going up, but he is doing it. Joey Myers has already done his burnout and saying, dude, let's lock it in, it's hot.
Thank you, Richard Christian, down there for saying we are the worst in the business. We truly appreciate that. You rock.
Well, at least we know somebody's listening.
I know. That's how I know that we're doing good.
Over 300 years. Whoa!
It's really pretty cool when you can get direct feedback. So the Mustang took the slow ride. Oh, he went on the cruise without a hood.
All right, just so we're all clear on that too, Bo Brown did go up, but unfortunately he did not have his hood on when they took the cruise earlier, which gave him the DQ, but he still wanted to pull in the box, and that was allowed. So Joey Myers, luckily for him, he did knock the tire off of it and didn't have somebody coming hot and heavy on the other side of the track. He will go to the next round with the W.
And here's two of my buddies. Timmy Meehan over there in the far lane, fresh off a trip from Rocky Mountain Race Week, facing James the Jockey in that good-looking little candy-coated S10. Used to be red, and now she's candy brandy wine. Twin-turbo LS under the hood. He says it's straight from the junkyard. I don't know who to ride with. I like Turbo Timmy. James is a great dude. I'm not even going to call it here.
Either way, let's just hope they get off the line, brother, and we have a good side-by-side. Once again, motorcycles, lane one, motorcycles, lane one at 5:30. Tombo's motorcycle guys, I need you in lane one at around 5:30.
right, so I've seen this pair get down on the actual government-assisted racetracks out there a couple of times. Seems like Jockey James is the leader of that race right now. Timmy sold the car for a couple years, got it back right in time for Rocky Mountain Race Week. Done a few things to it, and he's ready to send it.
It's kind of cool too, bro. The race week is just the higher version of drag week. No pun intended.
No. It is in Colorado. Door handle to door handle. James was kind of discounting Timmy. Timmy drives to the wall, but still gets the W by about, looks like 3 from where I'm sitting. 1.5 to 2 was the official call. So Turbo Timmy turning it up against the jockey and getting it done. All right, Group C, True Street. Group C, Central Power Systems, True Street. Austin Harris, we're waiting on you in Group B. All right, we got Zane Robertson down there on the line. Scott Caudell. No, we don't. Who do we got down here? Did somebody break? It's Scott Caudell down there. All right, Group B, we're rolling. Austin Harris, you are not there, so guess what? You are left behind. Group B, Central Power Systems, True Street. Group C, come on down.
So while we have just a minute, and we're still trying to figure out what's coming around the corner, brother, you went over the list. We got some great sponsors this year at 085, let alone the vendors that are out there, guys. And how about a Friday afternoon at 5:20? And man, there's a great crowd out here with us already.
Yeah, all these great people taking off work to come here at Thunder Valley Raceway Park for this Outlaw Armageddon 5, brought to you by Rigid Oilfield Services. Well, Rigid Oilfield Services is our #1 sponsor. Quick performance.
Winning doesn't just happen. You have to engineer it. You have to test it and make it better than it was the last time. Our engineers have the passion to create the parts you need, the way you need them to be, again and again and again. We've led this game for over 40 years, and we design, refine, and perfect every valve train part worthy of the winner's circle.
More parts for more late-model GM cars and trucks. Precision race components. CNC-ported cylinder heads for GM and aftermarket castings. Custom camshafts, engine internals, and more you won't find anywhere else. Made with precision and passion. A complete line of stainless steel exhaust components for most popular GM LS and Gen 5 LT vehicles. And a professional staff that knows late-model GM performance. From spark plug wires to high-performance dyno-tested engines. Texas Speed and Performance is your complete LS and Gen 5 LT source.
Strength, durability, and repairability are just a few factors that make Brodix the best in the industry. From groundbreaking ideas to record-breaking performance, Brodix has 4 generations of precision metal casting experience and real-world testing, which equals one thing: the best quality and performance in the business. When you purchase Brodix products, you purchase quality. Brodix, the leader in cylinder head technology for over 50 years.
Build, drive, and define high-performance drivetrain. Real-world testing, real-world results, and a race-winning track record. Dependable is our DNA. Innovating is our passion. On the street, down the track, and across the finish line.
Speedwire Systems has empowered the fastest cars in the world for over 10 years, manufacturing quality electronics like our 6-stage nitrous and EFI systems, turbo and alcohol supercharger switch panels, and relay controllers. For our full catalog and examples of what Speedwire Systems can do for you, visit speedwiresystems.com.
Speed Video, the #1 motorsports network in the world, returns for 2019. The biggest and baddest races of the year. Watch it all happen live on your computer, cell phone, or web-enabled device. Don't miss a single second of the action. With live racing action from NMRA, NMCA, and PDRA. World Cup Finals, Import versus Domestic, TX2K19, Drag Illustrated World Series of Pro Mod, Outlaw Armageddon, Outlaw Street Car Reunion, and returning for 2019, the Ultimate Call-Out Challenge. And DuckX Productions, Lights Out and No Mercy, the baddest diesels, the fastest radial cars, and the best pro mod races in the world. Visit speedvideo.com for our full race schedule. Speed Video, where drag racing comes alive.
All right, so we had a little bit of discrepancy in our Central Power Systems True Street class. I think we're getting it ironed out and ready to rock and roll again. But still a perfect time to grab you something ice cold to drink or something warm to eat. Austin Harris, we've been calling you by name several times. Austin Harris, you should have already been in the lanes. We're rolling out Group B, True Street. Drew down there in that little drop-top Mustang. Getting a bye run because Austin Harris did not make it. All right, apparently Austin Harris is stuck back here in the staging lanes. All right, so Austin Harris answering the call. Drew over here in the little drop-top Mustang out of Show Me Speed. That transmission fluid come out all the way down.
That was the fluter valve.
Savage taking on Bam Bam. Both of these guys, tuned by. All right, we need True Street Group C. You should be back there. True Street Group D, come on down. We need all True Street cars that have not ran in the lanes. Group C should be back there. Group D, I'm calling you now. And Bam Bam out early, but here comes Justin Heckman and Red Savage. I do believe the little S-Dime got him. All right, it's 5:30. Our Tombow bikes should be headed to the lanes. Tombow bikes should be headed to the lanes. It's 5:30. But right now we need all of our Central Power Systems True Street cars to the lanes. Got the Grand National taking on the ZR1. All right, we got William Avila over there in the Grand National. That puts Barry Burnfield over here in the ZR1. The Grand National getting the hit. Here comes the ZR1 with them late model ponies. LSA drove right around the little six-cylinder. All right, Cody Hoffman taking on Justin West. Trying to get the most hated on the microphone. He's already the most hated on the internet. Let's try to get him the most hated on the property. Well, we even got a live feed. We could make you the most hated in the whole entire world.
I
Yeah,
understand why he keeps popping those edibles like they're Flintstones.
they're not vitamins, I can tell you that.
They are edibles. Oh, sweet. Well, why show up at the house? You're here. Hey, we're up here. How you doing? All right, once again, Tombo's bike crew. I'm taking fun of Chuck and poking at him, dude, but I tell you what, you know he's going to have it pinned whatever they put him on.
Well, see, what a lot of people don't know about Chuck is he rode motocross competitively forever. He's not I was going to say he's not an idiot. He's not a slouch.
You really have to catch yourself with that one.
Sometimes you do.
Yes.
I mean, he's not no country pumpkin. I mean, he's rode motorcycles competitively before, so we didn't just throw some chump on a bike.
He's going to have fun with it. You guarantee that.
The little Mustang taking the W right there. So Cody Hoffman right there taking the W in the little Fox body. That brings up the next pair. Mike Melton and Eric Kuhn. Mike Melton and Eric Kuhn. Oh, well, we don't know. It's a single. It's a Mustang. And we believe that's Mike Melton going down the track and getting the win the easy way. Hey, guys at home, we're learning just like you.
It's an educational experience.
All right, got the little Chevy too, taking on the Fox body Mustang. Mustang got the hit. All right, Pat and the little Mustang taking the W. Handing out Saul the L. All right, that brings up Murphy Jenkins and Amber Rost. Amber over there in that good-looking little Mustang. Convertible out there. All right, Murphy Jenkins down there in the little S10 pick-em-up truck taking on Amber Rost over there in the far lane. Oh, sometimes I make myself so happy I can't talk. Here comes the S10. Great race. But the S9 taking it. Murphy Jenkins. Murphy Jenkins, bitch. Richard Mayhew, I believe is his name. Taking on R. Kelly. No, he's in jail right now.
No, he's on bail.
R. Bimrose? Yeah. Bimrose over there in the right lane. That old school throwback paint job with the flames. All right, motorcycles, you should be in the lanes. We called you to lane 1 at 5:30. It is now 5:39, so you've had 9 minutes to get there. We have one motorcycle. If you were in the Tombow motorcycle racing class, you need to be in lane 1. So Richard over here in the little Mustang. His name's Dick, but they call him Richard for short. Up in smoke for the little Mustang, giving the Camaro a chance. Great race, door handle to door handle. Waiting on the official call from Big Mark. Left lane.
Looks like we've got our motorcycles coming back around at the Tombow boys. I tell you what, there's going to be some crazy freaks on a leash. Single tires, extended swing arms, and then Chuck. Lord knows what they're going to put Chuck on. But I guarantee he went over and picked out probably the wildest, craziest thing there was and said, I want that right there. Oh my God, that'll be awesome. He stands on the pegs and drops a hammer. Like Superman. Yes. Chuck, we have set the gauntlet high for you, my friend. You can do it. Check it out. Oh, Blake with a little pedal, baby. Yeah. How about that? Javier out there still chasing him down. Gets a little squirrely, about 400. But Blake Hughes, she stands tall and proud. A little less pedaling, but she goes right down Broadway. Good shot.
Yeah, that was sweet. Beautiful little power wheelie. I've seen Blake Hughes win in both of those cars, or the car and the truck. But this time,
knows Danny was at home going, don't wreck my truck, don't wreck my truck, don't wreck my truck.
Do you think she...
Oh, she's even here. Mama's here.
Do you think she even remembers that it's her truck?
Did you just see her? She goes, look at me, I got goosebumps. I don't have to get back to the camp and pull him out and whip his butt. That would happen, too. I've got video. Hats off to that, though. That was a good-looking shot right there on both sides.
And this brings up one of my favorite cars of all time, Scott Willis over there. They used to call him H.O. on the internet. Cool-looking little 442. Used to race the Mako series up in, well, all over Missouri, Arkansas, and Kansas, and Oklahoma. Taking on Clint Sadowski.
Doing his best John Force impersonation there.
Yeah, his spurs might have been jingling and jangling just a little bit too much.
Almost too much cowbell. It's all right, though. It is cool seeing that car out rolling.
Man, it is, dude. It's been 15 years, I bet. Clint over here in the left lane, good-looking little Camaro.
And he actually, I watched him drive that to the track yesterday.
Oh, no joke.
He kind of did the Alex Taylor deal. Has a little bumper hang off with the
Nice.
tires on the back, and yeah, he drove into the track yesterday in that Camaro.
Yeah, how belittling is it to get beat by a true street car that actually is a true street car that drove through the gate, true street style?
Literally, yep.
So my buddy up here thinks his Pro Mod's almost done. As soon as he gets his cable-driven fuel pump, he'll be ready to race in true street. Scott trying to get a handle on it. Clint out for a Sunday drive, showing him the taillights of that little Camaro.
Got a good, straight, clean shot right there.
Was. All right, we got Tyler and Rusty down there on the starting line. Tyler taking the win over Rusty right there. That brings up Jared Holt in the little Supra. Yeah, what's not to like about either one of them? Dare to be different. The Javelins. You're out on the Javelin and you like weird stuff. Gremlin?
It says a lot. It does say a lot. Super screaming in those tones of my brother from another mother from Import Face Off.
Yes, sir, right there.
He's getting goosebumps.
About every other weekend, we get to hear that sound, ripping it.
We were talking earlier about this little hot rod. Pretty decent mile an hour on the big end when this thing's rolling with clocks.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, did y'all watch the Real Street? Yeah. I mean,
Street Wives of New York.
Yeah.
Wow.
All
There
of
you
them.
go. Yeah, all 7 of them. Don't forget Guido.
The question is it rat infested?
That one's not. That one doesn't have a rat. I'll tell you what, though, that thing is wicked. It's just putting some boost through it, too.
Yeah, look for an upset. Little 6-cylinder could put him on it. Keep your eye on the Supra. Oh, up in smoke, the Javelin. They're right there, door handle to door handle. But see you later, bye. And I'm just going to get on my soapbox for a minute. All you people that hate import racing, those guys are real men. They're shifting those cars. No automatics.
Wow, talk about a cream crusher.
Gee, I thought, yeah, I need some edibles on that. I mean, geez. Wow. So the little Supra lost the man pedal and picked up the power glide. I guess all in the name of going fast, but hey, whatever.
Wow. I thought we were friends, he says. I thought we were friends.
He did me wrong.
He did you dirty. Who do we have next, brother?
We got Nick Wilson taking on Brett Birch. Okay, so all the Hondas are manuals. Smoke. Oh, they gathered up. Left lane got a handle on it first. right, this brings up Thomas Leonard and Ray Mitchell. All right, Tyler Mitchell and the little Tyler Ray Mitchell and the little Fairmont. It's the Futura taking on Thomas Leonard over there in the far lane. It's 1978 all over again. It hops, man, it hops. So Ray Mitchell taking the double W theirs. Taking on Andy Reynolds. In these day and times, it sure is. Andy Reynolds over there in the wheelie popping wagon. Taking on Mick K. Nick K.
Could be
Calagris, yeah. Nick Calagris.
So Calagris is taking on the wagon.
The good news is our grammar teachers don't watch live feeds to no prep races.
They gave up on us in second grade.
Yeah, no doubt.
Dated her daughter in fourth, though. It all worked out better.
I actually did date my English teacher's daughter for 3 years in a row in high school. Got great grades. I'm going to ride with Andy Reynolds over there, and I kind of hope we see a big old monster wheelie.
It could happen, or not.
Got them
We're gonna find out in about a half a second.
55-pound bags of Quickcrete back there in the third row seating. Wiley bringing him in, getting ready to bang the light. Here we go. He backs up. Bang. There they go. No wheelies, just tire smoke. Yeehaw! And the wagon gathers it up first. Wow. Andy Reynolds taking the W right there. That brings up a heavy hitter pair right here. Jeff Spear taking on Joseph Young. Box-bodied Mustang taking on the little Firebird over there in the far lane. All right, race number 5, Brett Birch was the winner there for y'all playing along at home.
You will have to go back 7 spots and up left, but
right,
it is there. Yeah. It is there.
It's like Celebrity Squares over here.
Yes, I would like. Who won that round for 300?
What is Brett Birch?
Dun, 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 dun. Is that your final answer?
Final? Oh, wait, that's somewhere up.
We are no longer the weakest link.
Let's don't start getting too out of hand. Woo! Great race, but Spear getting out on him when Joseph Young had to lift, driving towards the center line, got a little squirrely, and that's all Spear needed to be a winner. Throwing up the W. All right, that brings up Group D. Ryan Gregg over here in the near lane taking on Spanik. Gary Spanik, it looks like. Trying to read some handwriting up here. Wouldn't you agree that this is Gary Spanik? Spaniac? That sounds maniac. Ryan Gregg, I've seen him get down quite a bit. Kind of unfamiliar with Gary over there in the far lane. buddy Ryan Gregg out on him, but here comes Spanik. Ooh, Gregg got him. And that brings up Oscar Harrell in this little 240.
After this next pair, and we are under the impression that people from Arkansas that like whipping up on Keyboard Heroes, he will be making an appearance in just a few minutes.
All right, we're getting ready to bring up Tombo's bike class. Give everybody a chance to watch these two-wheeled killers get down.
All right, folks, we got Tombo up here. We're going to come up here to the starting line just a little bit, talk about some of these hot rods that we've got coming. Man, I always love having you guys a part of the show. The absolute crazy freaks on a single tire. It's bad enough what these guys are doing on two tires, let alone some small tires. You brought some madmen with you today. Yeah,
We built our name in racing. Our fuel injection and ignition components win races. Proven, consistent, products you can trust to deliver more wins than anyone else. But we're not a plaque on the wall. We're innovators. And designing what's next is what makes us fast.
Lithium Pro's lightweight batteries power some of the fastest cars in the country. With a lightweight design and huge cranking power, you'll never be without power. The Lithium Pro's P1625 is the newest and most powerful 16-volt drag racing battery yet. Vibration resistant, fast recharge time, and backed by the best warranty in the business. Visit lithiumpros.com for more information and start running faster today.
Speed, endurance, desire. For 160 years, Motul has helped engines and drivers go faster, further, and stronger. Tested in the heat of battle, driven with passion, with one aim: to give you superior powertrain protection and performance. Motul.
FL2K is on speed video for 2019. The biggest and baddest.
told you, watch out, they carry the wheel, boys and girls. You got some bad boys on some bad bikes.
All right, this is the Tombow bike class. This is for practice tonight. Tomorrow will be the nut cutting. Trying to get a handle on this no prep track. The right lane, no prep. He found the middle of the track. He wanted all that no prep down here. All right, we got the Riddler over here in the left lane. CX-14 taking on the Hayabusa. We got carbon fiber wheels, we got polished frames. W there over the Hayabusa Riddler. Taking half weight out of the pair of Hayabusas down here on the line. Jones in first. Headweight in second. Jones spins. Right lane, it looks like. Scott Stober over here in the left lane, boosted Hayabusa, taking on the zero, a little bit of nitrous. Wiley getting ready to bring him in. Come on. Scott Stober taking the left lane. Another pair of nitrous assisted Hayabusas. Got one on a street tire, one on a slick. And here comes the Tigers. Into the full American yee-yee machines. Potato. Potato. Maybe even a little bit of rhubarb. Play some Skinner, man. Nickelback. Who do we got over here in the right lane? Chuck's throws the egg over Harley. The one and only Chuck Sightseeing on the right lane on a bagger.
Chuck is double dipping in big tire and a Harley. Here we go.
Yeah. He rode right around our boy Chuck. Gave him the hit and everything, man. Rode right on him, yeah.
I tell you what, he's having fun. Absolutely having a good time, Tombo. Hey, thanks for that with the group of guys. We got one more?
Yeah, we got one more.
Got some heavyweighters out here.
I got a thumper.
Oh, I see him. All right, I was going to say that. You can't even got no leathers on. I see what you're doing. Trick riding.
Oh, no, he's riding two bikes.
You double down.
This one, Beast 3.
All right, once again, we got one more bike, and then we're going to take a little siesta. Me and Cliff are going to talk you through that as soon as we get this bike out of the way.
All right, we got Kermit on the Beast 3. Good looking bike. If you want a bike like this, go see my main man Tombo. He'll get you taken care of. It don't matter if you want to go faster, if you want to look good, Tombo's got you covered.
Tell you what, brother, that old bike was rolling.
Yeah, it run like a snotty nose. You can catch a lot of these guys on the PMRA racing circuit. They race here at Noble, and they race up there on the other end of the turnpike at a place I used to call home.
Yeah, that's right. Tombo, guys, you're right here by the main tower, just behind the grandstand. Come over and see the guys. If anybody has any interest in any of the hot rods, tell them a little bit about your stuff.
Oh, we got some.
All right, Chip Draw
Come
for
over there and get one of
True
the
Street.
Tombo No Prep t-shirts.
Chip Draw for True Street
All right,
behind the tower.
Appreciate you here, man. All right, Cliffy, well, we got just a minute. We'll let everybody know. Guys, we're going to take about a 15-minute siesta. The employees have been busting their butt today. Luckily for us, we've been up in the air conditioning. But, guys, if you want to mill around the pits, second round of big tires going to be approximately about 6:30 p.m. We're giving the staff a chance to take a break, giving you guys, what an awesome crowd we've got here today so far on a Friday, brother.
Yeah, this is Friday. Most of you guys and gals have jobs, took off work to come here and be with us at Outlaw Armageddon 5 right here at Thunder Valley Raceway, and we appreciate it. I couldn't take off work yesterday. You did. You showed up a day early, caught some of that
Lord
practice.
knows I'm a stay-at-home dad. I get to do that stuff, Mr. Mom.
Oh, man, you're a hustler.
I'm a hustler. But, hey, folks, like we said, you've got about 15, 20 minutes. Now would be a great chance to hit the concession stands, the restroom. Like we said, when we go right back into round 2, it's just going to be like this batch, constant racing action. So make sure and check it. Hit the concession stands, souvenir stacks, your racers, go by and see them in their pits. And like I said, we will be back at around 6:30 for round 2 of Big Tire.
We built our name in racing. Our fuel injection and ignition components win races. Proven, consistent, products you can trust to deliver more wins than anyone else. But we're not a plaque on the wall. We're innovators. And designing what's next is what makes us fast.
Lithium Pro's lightweight batteries power some of the fastest cars in the country. With a lightweight design and huge cranking power, you'll never be without power. The Lithium Pro's P1625 is the newest and most powerful 16-volt drag racing battery yet. Vibration resistant, fast recharge time, and backed by the best warranty in the business. Visit lithiumpros.com for more information and start running faster today.
Speed. Endurance, desire. For 160 years, Motul has helped engines and drivers go faster, further, and stronger. Tested in the heat of battle, driven with passion, with one aim: to give you superior powertrain protection and performance. Motul.
FL2K is on speed video for 2019. The biggest and baddest racers are back at Bradenton Motorsports Park October 11th through the 13th, bringing you thrilling edge-of-your-seat action. Roll Race Invitational, Street Car Shootout, Extreme Street, No Time Shootout, 2JZ Invitational, 1050 and 1150 Index, Street Stick Shift and Extreme Stick Shift Shootouts, and more. Don't miss any of the racing action. Check out FL2K.com for event and ticket information.
We build, drive, and define high-performance drivetrain. Real-world testing, real-world results, and a race-winning track record. Dependable is our DNA. Innovating is our passion. On the street, down the track, and across the finish line.
Race Star Wheels, building the industry's best high-quality performance wheels for your street or track car. Race Star Wheels are engineered for today's muscle cars and their big brake systems with no clearance issues. With popular wheels such as the 92 Dragstar, the 95 Recluse, the RSF1, and the all-new Pro Forged with race grip technology. Lighter, stronger, and available in single, double, and non-bead locked. And proud sponsors of the KB Racing Pro Stock Team. Race cars need race wheels. Visit RaceStarIndustries.com and order your new wheels today. Celebrating 10 years of manufacturing wheels for the racing industry.
Hardcore drag racing coverage. 24/7, 365 is what DragZine.com is all about. Pro mods who grudge night, big money, or just pride on the line. We're there. We take you behind the scenes, into the staging lanes, and trackside to deliver the latest news, results, tech, interviews, and inside info you won't find anywhere else. Take the stripe at DragZine.com.
We built our name in racing. Our fuel injection and ignition components win races. Proven, consistent, products you can trust to deliver more wins than anyone else. But we're not a plaque on the wall. We're innovators. And designing what's next is what makes us fast.
The NMCA Muscle Car Nationals, presented by E3 Spark Plugs, is back for 2019. Home of the world's fastest street cars and your favorite classes battling for the 2019 NMCA Championships. The 18th Annual All-American Nationals returns to Summit Motorsports Park August 22nd to the 25th with the 50th anniversary of the Copo Party. And it all ends at Lucas Oil Raceway with the 18th Annual NMCA World Street Finals, September 19th through the 22nd. Check out nmcadigital.com for ticket and event information. And watch it all happen live at Speed Video.
For your prized street strip car, a daily driver, or a full-out drag car, Driven Racing Oil offers the high-quality oil you want in your car. Engine builders swear by it, drag racers depend on it. Driven Racing Oil, driven to win.
Atomizer, the only purpose-built drag racing injector on the market. Built and manufactured by racers in the USA. Custom sizing and inlet designs, our all-new website, and injector cleaning service means you get the right injector the first time. See why more champions run our injectors than any other brand at atomizerfuelcomponents.com.
Since 1945, Howard's Cams and Racing Components has delivered race-winning performance at the track and powered generations of high-performance street builds. There's no mistaking the sound or the performance of Howard's Rattler camshafts. In addition to our renowned selection of cams and valve train components, we offer our own exclusive internal engine parts, including crankshafts, connecting rods, and pistons. Howard's Cams and Racing Components. For the past 70 years, winning starts here.
For more than 25
We exist to do one thing, make the world's best engine management systems. Our own technology, our own designs, our own manufacturing. Nothing borrowed, nothing copied, no labels slapped on. We're proud of what we do because it's our passion. We own it. Loving what you do means never compromising. Fuel Tech. Built, not bought.
At Late Model Engines, we machine, assemble, build, and test every engine in-house. Our expert staff and state-of-the-art facility means we build your engine right. Our dyno gives us the best R&D possible and the performance, power, and reliability you need to win. Check out LateModelEngines.com and see why we're a step ahead of the competition.
We built our name in racing. Our fuel injection and ignition components win races. Proven, consistent, products you can trust to deliver more wins than anyone else. But we're not a plaque on the wall. We're innovators. And designing what's next is what makes us fast. Winning doesn't just happen. You have to engineer it. You have to test it and make it better than it was the last time. Our engineers have the passion to create the parts you need, the way you need them to be, again and again and again. We've led this game for over 40 years, and we design, refine, and perfect every valve-train part worthy of the winner's circle.
More parts for more late-model GM cars and trucks. Precision race components. CNC-ported cylinder heads for GM and aftermarket castings. Custom camshafts, engine internals, and more you won't find anywhere else. Made with precision and passion. A complete line of stainless steel exhaust components for most popular GM LS and Gen 5 LT vehicles. And a professional staff that knows late-model GM performance. From spark plug wires to high-performance dyno-tested engines. Texas Speed and Performance is your complete LS and Gen 5 LT source.
Strength, durability, and repairability are just a few factors that make Brodix the best in the industry. From groundbreaking ideas to record-breaking performance, Brodix has 4 generations of precision metal casting experience and real-world testing, which equals one thing: the best quality and performance in the business. When you purchase Brodix products, you purchase quality. Brodix, the leader in cylinder head technology for over 50 years.
Build, drive, and define high-performance drivetrain. Real-world testing, real-world results, and a race-winning track record. Dependable is our DNA. Innovating is our passion. On the street, down the track, and across the finish line.
And EFI systems, turbo and alcohol supercharger switch panels and relay controllers. For our full catalog and examples of what's
the biggest and baddest races of the year. WRA, World Cup Finals, Import 13, the all races in the world. Visit speedvideo.com for our full
In this corner, Project Blank Slate. It's our 1969 Camaro that's powered by a 502 cubic inch LS engine, naturally aspirated and running fast, easy EFI 2.0. In this corner, our 1966 Nova Max Street. Really different engine. It's a big block with a ProCharger and water methanol injection. Now, using fast, easy EFI 2.0 made it simple to get this car running and running well thanks to its self-learning capability. The Nova, well, that's going to be a different story. We've got the added complications of boost and water methanol injection, so we're stepping up to fast XFI 2.0 system, and we're going to enlist a little expert help to get it up and running. The XFI 2.0 system brings a lot of great features to the party, stuff that racers will appreciate, but also good things for a high-end street build like this. Now, we want to get this engine running well, not just on the dyno and not just at the drag strip, but also on the street. Okay, this is Joe Trujillo from West Tech Performance in Mira Loma, California. How many cars do you normally tune in a year?
We do at a minimum 2 a day, 365 days a year, so we do a lot of tuning over there.
That's a lot. Now, you've worked with a bunch of different kinds of EFI as well, right?
Yes, we do them all.
And you've had hands-on XFI 2.0 before?
Yes, been working with Fast for a lot of years.
Right on. Now, this is going to present some challenges, I think, because we've got boost, we've got water methanol injection, we're running pump gas, and we also want this to be drivable on the street. So what are you going to have to do to make that happen?
Basically, pull a bunch of timing early and, make sure we get our air fuels nice and safe and tighten up the corrections so that way the O2 doesn't get out of control and falsely start adding a bunch of fuel for the methanol coming in.
See, now this is the reason why we brought you in on this. Now, I'm going to get out of your way and let you get started on this. We'll check back in a little bit and see how it's going.
Okay.
With all the displacement and boost this engine has, we know it's going to make a ton of power. Joe's job is to get us there safely and smoothly, and to do that, he's taking the tune-up in small steps and keeping an eye on how the engine reacts. The initial pull made 635.0 horsepower and 673.8 pound-feet of torque. All right, now when you tune an engine like this one, where do you start? Do you have like a canned baseline tune, or you just kind of know where you need to begin?
Fast does have a lot of their base tune-ups in there, and you can basically pick through their stuff, or you could just start from scratch if you're an advanced tuner.
After a half dozen tweaks, Joe got us to 852.0 horsepower and 773.7 pound-feet of torque. There's obviously going to be spots on the map that the engine isn't going to visit very often, and in the limited amount of time that you have to tune something like this, how do you set up those kind of dark corners?
You kind of just look at your 3D graph and you see the areas that you visited really, spent quite a bit of time, and then just smooth them on over. Your instant boost areas, where the bubble's actually gonna track and where it's gonna go. So what you basically do is take that trend and you have an idea of what the motor wants and start to just move that on over to the other areas. And same with park throttle, same with cruise, all that stuff.
All right, you got our tune dialed in. Let me ask you this to start off with. Was there any surprises, anything out of the ordinary that happened with this?
No, just normal, standard operating procedure. XFI makes it real easy that way.
Now, let's say I'm a guy who knows a little bit about tuning, like maybe I've worked with carburetors before, something like that, and I want to jump into electronic fuel injection. Am I going to have like a really steep learning curve with XFI 2.0?
Not really. The biggest thing is wiring. Make sure all your wiring's correct. And then after that, once you know the tables that actually work like a carburetor, it'll come real easy.
Now, obviously, there was more to what you were doing here than just doing full throttle pulls. What else were you doing to get the part throttle drivability for our street manners really dialed in?
Basically, trying to steady state an RPM and throttle position and let the transmission do its shifting, and watch as it upshifts, load's gonna change and put it in a different part of the map, and making sure all that stuff is all nice and smooth. As you tip into the throttle, to make sure you got enough fuel in there, so that way you don't go lean or anything like that, or over rich and make it stumble, bobble. There's quite a bit to it.
Now, let's get to the good part. The numbers. What did it do?
It made 900 horse and 799 point something foot-pounds of torque.
Oh, so close. This is going to be an awesome ride on the street. I really appreciate you coming out here and fixing it up for us. How cool is it that we've got this big block blown Nova that's going to drive as well on the street as our Camaro does? I can't wait to test it out. We've got a little bit more work to do, obviously, on the car before it's quite ready for street duty, but I think we got to get at least a little taste.